Hello there, I am Venza.
And so our story begins.
Those of you familiar with me already know that I'm a Fable speedrunner. Those of you who don't know, hi, I'm Venza. I'm a Fable speedrunner.
But who is the hero of our tale? Then let our destiny unfold.
Okay. Typically I run Fable 1, but lately I've been playing Fable 2. It's been fun. Timer starts as soon as this first load screen finishes, right about here. So.
Oh, what was that? Oh, yuck.
This game is a lot more dialogue heavy than Fable 1 was.
I hear that's lucky.
And there are
like finding a four-leaf clover.
Not proper cutscenes.
Although I think I prefer the clover.
Well, I mean, there are proper cutscenes, but like...
Look, little Sparrow. Castle Fairfax looks...
They're not, like...
Imagine the grand dining hall.
Skippable in the way that, like, Fable 1's was.
Up this time of year.
Fable 1's...
Fable 1's... Be really lonely since his wife and his little girl died.
Fable 1's ones were...
by himself.
Oh my gosh, okay.
If only we could live there.
But yeah. We start off kind of similar to the first game. We are you're a child, and however, it is not our sister's birthday this time. No, this time we are just a couple of poor street urchins, as if there are rich street urchins.
You look hungry.
But
have you reconsidered my offer?
First little bit here. Okay.
Ladies and a gentleman.
So,
I have traveled the land, accumulating wondrous and mysterious objects, which I now offer to you
anyway.
for the modest price of 5 gold. Consider this.
Gosh, how do I start this?
This is truly a magical mirror. For as long as you look into it, it will make you beautiful.
Blanking for whatever reason. We are a couple of street urchins.
Very wise. Now, just
there's a trader here. His name is Murgo.
Only works if
Mystical Murgo. He has some stuff for sale. For the modest price of 5 gold.
Box is actually a
and
created by the
as he's currently pointing out, this small unassuming box is actually a device created by the ancients, as used by the old kingdom's rulers themselves. And then Rose chimes in with there's no such thing as magic.
No pushing.
And then that causes...
We live in grim times indeed.
The sister
the young are too
from Fable 1 to turn around
Most
and be like,
your age
you what?
believe eagerly.
Look, I can see your eyes are bad, but I'm telling you, that music box is rubbish.
That's what the seller thinks. He has no idea what he stumbled upon. But you have an inkling, don't you? Some part of you wants to believe it's magic.
What? You really think it could be?
For 5 gold coins, you could have your answer.
I need to redo the top coat on my thumbnail.
Listen to me,
Sorry.
Rose. At the end of that week, you and your little Sparrow would be no closer to your dream.
Yeah.
No closer to the inside of that beautiful castle.
What if it is real?
And yeah, Rose is like, oh, but what if it is real?
Gold pieces, and maybe this could be a way out of here after all. What is there to lose, little Sparrow?
There could be there's a whole week worth of eating that we could lose.
Do something.
Oi, kids!
All right, so
come here a minute.
I can tell you that a lot of this run is going to come down to
Lose something?
pretty careful positioning on my part, so I can also try at least to control. Ah, he turned around.
With a lifelike instant image.
Dang, that's okay. That's a minor time loss, not a big deal. Very small.
Now all you have to
It's like a couple of seconds, but
strike a pose, my young friend.
yeah, so we are going through Bowerstone Old Town now. We are going to be collecting 5 gold pieces.
Wondrous. This thing's going to be more
And
popular.
we are going to
than
get
that
our first
box.
gold piece for posing for a photo for Barnum there. Oh gosh.
Just have to wait 3 months for the picture.
And now we are going to go rescue a dog.
Oh,
the matter, Poochie?
With the magic of having 2 controllers connected,
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
we're going
Having
to
a
summon
bit of fun.
in
What's it to you?
player 2.
He hit a girl. Yeah, and now I'm gonna hit another one. Ah! Stop it! Let me alone.
That's going to come into play a couple of times throughout the run. Just to optimize a couple of slowest fights. It helps a lot with consistency. More is, I think, the thing, and it also happens to be fast usually. But it's not like there is like a science to it in
It won't hurt you.
a couple of spots
What you need is someone nice to look after you.
that I'm only like just finally beginning to wrap my head around.
Keep you. We don't have enough food.
But yeah, there's going to be a lot of micro RNG throughout this run. If you thought that Fable 1 had micro RNG, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Let's go.
But Doggo's rescued. We cannot take him along with us because we are too poor. However, we can wait for Rose to show up here so we can talk to Balthazar.
Need help with something?
And
Shoot the beetles. Shoot to kill. And while you're breaking their hateful little heads open, try not to break any of my stuff.
as Balthazar just kindly pointed out,
Hey, kid.
there are some beetles in his warehouse, and we need to go kill them. Arthur there, he would try to convince you to smash his barrels up instead, but that's slower.
I'll give you a gold and Mr. The nickname's behind.
And Arthur is not a very nice gentleman anyway. He's not even a gentleman. So, yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that character for the time being. We will be seeing him later. But we will get to that when the time comes. Now we need to wait for Rose to catch up a little bit.
Look at that, Betty. Two
Start
sets
that
of
dialogue skip. Hopefully this is fine.
There's that dog again.
booze back, won't you?
So actually, something I should touch on about with movement is, you run fastest when you're going, like,
Hey,
in
the
cardinal
quadruple-
directions.
Hand over the wine, little Sparrow.
And so you kind of want to be, like,
Give
the way I
us
have,
collect our gold from the lady and the
the way I've
tramp.
taken to
Don't.
playing
Give it to me.
speedrunning Fable 2 is I have to do, like,
There's some
a sort of
paper in the
claw grip.
bottle. I think this is yours.
It's a little bit weird at first, but
Are you
it's not that bad.
Well done. You probably saved his life.
Trouble comes from accidentally pressing, the bumper or
Just two more,
trigger.
we can buy the music box. That's all the royals.
But yeah, I'm going to be
Stop
trying
right there,
to make sure I'm going forward all the time and then mostly doing camera pans
Have you
to
found
steer
them?
myself on, you know, as if I were a bus driving on ice. Because that's how Sparrow handles.
I think Mother heard
So you saw earlier,
you again.
I was facing the wall while Rex was going through. Oh, stop it! Leave me alone, you know. No, it's
Animal.
it's part placebo, part not in certain situations because NPC pathfinding is very, very
What's the matter with you?
broken. That
Open the door and let's see your
with
gold.
the unfortunately voice acted character there is like one of the exceptions I think we've noticed. And then now we just have to wait for the door to be opened by Deirdre.
What do you want?
We've got a letter.
At least I
We
think
need
that's how
one
you
gold.
pronounce that.
Oh,
Okay.
well, why didn't you just say so? Come on in.
sometimes Rose can just down warp to the bottom floor, but she didn't there, thankfully. It actually kind of costs you a little bit of time if she does that.
Hello.
And you don't, like, you know, her... So this was actually pretty okay. This was a pretty okay childhood. My only real complaints, I think, would have been no Barnum skip, and then Rose was a little bit slow getting where she needed to be. But yes, after we had gotten the 5 gold pieces by handing the wine to Betty, collecting all of the warrants, getting the 1 gold from Balthazar, and then giving the love letter from Monty to Belinda. We were able to buy the music box, and nothing.
Like we weren't going to be stuck in Old Town anymore. Why didn't the box take us with it?
It just did a down warp. Not a down warp. It just did a warp to the end of the game.
I'm sure I didn't wish for you. All right, fine.
But it neglected to take us with it. That is the rudest thing.
There's a nice, angry, stray dog.
Quiet, boy.
Oh yeah, also the dog's
What do
here.
you want?
I work for Lord Lucien, miss.
Oh,
and
he
would very
works for
much
Lord
like to see
Lucien,
you
miss.
in his castle.
I've been sent to collect you. Not a fan of guards, but the Fable II guards are kind of charming with their, like, texting.
Our wish came true. Come on, little Sparrow, wake up.
I like their particular dialect. It's very
It's all right,
quotable.
We're going to Lord Lucien's castle. I'll come back for you. I promise.
Okay, and then I can just stop myself against the wall here. Not sure if that's any, like, faster. In reality, it seems like it should be, considering you don't... Normally, I think people would go all the way up to the guards and then do the A press and hold.
Evening, James. Here are the children Lord Lucien asked for.
Excellent.
Okay, and this is actually where I'm gonna start keeping myself where NPCs are facing, and then
We look
also
up at this castle every day and think how nice
staying
it is.
still,
We both do.
which is
But inside, it's even more beautiful than I imagined.
for the record, I have ADHD, and you can probably tell I'm like bouncing my leg a little bit, maybe.
Hello,
At
Master.
the very least, you can see the shaking from it.
Huh. A man of.
So,
Where is the grand dining hall?
this is basically just a long cutscene that you can kind of interact with a little bit, but this here's Garth. We'll be seeing him again later.
I heard. That was so awful.
Yes, he is currently threatening us with lightning from his fingies, because we are blocking his way to the exit.
Actually, he takes most of his meals in his study.
It's like the devs knew that somebody would try that.
Doing research.
What does he research?
Lord Lucien is quite keen on antiquities of all sorts, but he's chiefly interested in king.
There was a trader in Old Town who said his stuff was from the Old Kingdom.
Yes, yes. I believe Lord Lucien heard about that.
We bought a piece of it.
So I think
And we
another
made
case
it.
of facing myself, and then also by extension facing an NPC is like right here.
Address him as my lord.
I just kind of run up against the statue because it looks funny.
Yes, sir.
But
Not mention Lady Fairfax or Amelia.
wow, that was slow. Really? Oh my god!
Lord Lucien.
I have not had him turn around that slowly in so long. Wow. I should have waited just a little bit longer, I guess.
Children, it's come to my attention.
But yes, this is Lord Lucien. We'll be learning a fair bit about him later on.
We were winding it up and we made a wish and then it started to glow and it disappeared.
Although we did kind of learn a little bit about him during that cutscene, which is basically that,
Sold it to us, said it was magic.
well, in the cutscenes at the very beginning as well. His wife and daughter recently, I forget like exactly when in the timeline it was, but recently enough, he lost his wife and daughter.
Like this one.
And
Perhaps. I'm working to rebuild
he's alluding to it.
something wonderful, for which I need individuals with particular talents.
We will unearth more
Let us find out if you possess them.
about that as we go along through the game.
Stand in the circle, please. I promise it won't hurt you.
I feel like this part of the cutscene here is actually a little bit faster if you're not looking at it.
What's that?
But like once Rose is on the circle, and you and Rose are both on the circle, and the guild seal is lit up, and all blue and stuff.
Your blood.
You can just
Heroes.
let it do its thing.
Heroes? You mean like in the old stories?
Lucien's gonna reach out and try to enter the circle with his hands, but it turns red.
What are you? Wait.
So first of all, it turns out that we're of heroic descent. Second,
Quiet! You're
we
heroes, but you're
appear
not
to
in
be
there
a
for three.
fourth,
One of you is the fourth.
and Lucien doesn't want a fourth. And he's pretty desperate.
But nothing must stand in my way.
He's pretty desperate and pretty well already corrupted by this point.
I can't allow you to live either.
Especially since he's willing to kill children.
I'm sorry.
Ouch. Pain. That's okay. That's okay. Not too worried about that. Cutscene skip. And now we are here, grown up.
There you are. And your faithful friend, too.
So,
Many years ago, I promised I would help you avenge your sister's death. That day has come.
as far as
Today,
Lucien's
you
concerned,
leave
we
the
are
safety
dead.
of this camp and seek out Lucien.
But not really.
The journey will not be easy.
He doesn't know that.
There's a chest near your caravan. I've left a few things.
Because as soon as he fires that gun, we're blasted out of the window.
The gates when you're ready
And
to leave.
heroes can survive falls that would shatter the bones of most people, so somehow I guess that means we get a pass and live, I guess.
It was an arduous journey.
Okay, quickly, I'm going to turn safety off. Why? I will get to that in a second. First, I need to open this chest that Theresa was just telling me about. Gonna be mashing A and X so that we can more quickly get through that part, those prompts. Prompts? Okay, and now we're going to do one of the trickiest tricks in the run. In Theresa skip. No, abort, 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 abort! Get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. I need to try again. No, 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 abort, abort. God. Gosh darn it. Ugh, doggo, please, why?
Someone like you should have a better weapon than that.
Your attacks will have no effect.
There we go. Okay, that still saves time. The cutscene that I just skipped is still long enough that even that saves time. Because you walk very slowly with Theresa over that bridge. It is slow. It is so slow. It is like walking in Morrowind slow. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is after the Theresa skip though is we're gonna be grabbing that there potion of life as we make our way into the. Is it just called Guild Cave at this point, or is it? It's got a different name right now, I think. Turn safety back on. This is currently called Old Tomb. That's what it is called right now. But the loading screen kind of spoils that it's a Chamber of Fate from Fable 1. So we're gonna do the first little thing of weapon swapping. I'll touch a little bit more on that in a second, but
you will need to jump into that hole to continue.
that's gonna be something you'll see me do quite a bit as part of my movement throughout the run. Especially in caves, because caves have a lot of basically. How do I explain this? Basically, you have a maximum movement speed. That's dependent on, like... oh my god, why did that happen? Sad. Okay. Haven't had that happen for a while either. I bet it was because I was mashing A, though. Alright. Unfortunately, though, like, one of the drawbacks with weapon swapping is that if you end up getting close enough to be considered in combat with something, and you have a weapon drawn, you'll get that really slow and awkward, like, movement, if you could even call it that. I guess you are moving, so it is movement of a sort, it's just not fast movement. And this is... wow. I'm a little rusty. Already. That's okay. I'll get warmed up. Just need a little bit of time. Why did that come out as a swing? Okay. I guess we're swinging now. I thought it was far enough past those beetles that I wouldn't have done that. Oh, wrong button, dummy. But yeah, there's basically like a lot of slow floor tiles, especially in caves. And in here especially. That's another, it's a lot of slow floor, but like once you get past the dialogue trigger,
your blood is awakening.
For that, also I think I just get like two extra voice lines.
Strength improves combat with hand-to-hand weapons. Skill
but yeah,
allows you to shoot faster and with greater accuracy.
The weapon swapping thing.
Will gives you control over the forces of magic.
Doing that can reset your movement speed so you can achieve max run speed again.
It reacts to the will of one who seeks to use it. You have not been able to use will
to kind of like counteract the slowdown tiles, if you will, those little patches of floor
to activate the colors
that are in these caves and stuff.
Now you.
I hit A1 too many times. Dang.
Well done. Now you are ready.
And that time I pressed A too early.
Use the colors gate.
And now
use your newfound
we can ignore these guys, and if the game will let me vault, that would be really nice.
Make your way to Bowerstone. I will meet you there.
And then we will go make our way to Bowerstone, as Theresa says. Oh, okay. That's right, that was there. I knew that was there. Although it seems the road to Bowerstone is closed due to the bandit
So,
activity.
The road to Bowerstone is closed. It would seem Thag has been capturing traders on their way to the Bower Lake camp. He is a danger to all and must be dealt with. With
I
your
plan on
power,
it, Theresa. I
you
plan
should
on
be
taking
able to
care of that
defeat
problem,
him
but
and
first I
his
need to
gang
do this
and
glitch.
continue your quest. No
How
doubt
this
there
helps
are
throughout the
some
run,
camp
I will
near
explain
Bower Lake.
later. But for the time being, let us get over to
Keep your
Thag's
wits about
camp.
you. It may be a trap.
And through the magic of having 2 controllers plugged in, or connected, we are going to be making quick work of these bandits.
Might as well
And now, Thag is going to be a complete meanie and kick our dog
No one defies
under his
Thag's
house.
invitation. I'll gut you myself. I'll give you 3 seconds to get ready. No, wait, 2. Oh, sod it. Ah! Chop his head off.
Oh dear, you're aiming. I can aim.
You are now famous enough to use the follow and wait. Well done. I will tell the guards of Thag's death. With a threat removed,
I
the
left too
road to
soon.
Bowerstone can reopen. Meet me in Bowerstone Market by the clock tower. There is something you must see.
So yeah, I needed to wait to enter Bowerstone until that voice line had started. And then, cause yeah, if I had entered Bowerstone before that voice line happened, I would need to exit and come back. So, we're not going to be drinking that Potion of Life, which increases our health bar. No, we're actually going to be selling it to this bloke over here, because he will give us a good price for it of 2,600 and change. Gold pieces. And then we're going to be triggering this Theresa event.
I have bad news.
As part of
I'm afraid
story
I will be
part
delayed for a while.
progression. And then we're gonna go back through to Old Town. And because we gave the warrants to Derek in the beginning of the game, this is a very nice
In the
district.
meantime, you should buy some new equipment and prepare for the challenges
And
ahead. But you'll need
We are
money.
also known,
If you need money, there are jobs to be found.
and the shopkeepers will give us a
Blacksmith
discount.
has an opening.
You bought a fine item.
And ooh, spot 3. Ooh, yikes. And then we're gonna show off our trophy a few times there. Where am... Okay. That was unfortunate. So, yeah, one of the things that we're going to be needing to keep our eyes on, and it's more or less already covered by the route, but we still need to keep our eye on it in a couple of spots, is our renown. So, as we do things, complete quests, and mostly just complete quests, actually, in Fable 1, you don't get renown from killing enemies like you did in Fable
I have
1.
returned. Meet me by the clock tower in the main square.
And now we are sleeping for a fortnight because triggering that Theresa event actually started a 2-week sale at the Bowerstone Blacksmith here. And we're going to want to sell the weapons that we bought from the merchant in Old Town to this bloke here for a very cheeky profit.
I apologize for the
And now
delay.
we get to
Events are moving
listen
quickly
to Theresa
indeed.
for a little bit.
Think about your life. All the places you've been, the people you've known, everything you've done. How many moments, how many memories. Thag and his men, they had just as many. And now they have none, because of you. Do you feel the weight of responsibility yet? You will get used to the burden, as all heroes must. Come. The world is better off without Thag, and certainly Bower Lake is in your debt. But to really see the impact of your actions, you need look no further than Bowerstone. It has changed.
I would
much since you
explain
lived here,
here why we
particularly
do
Old
the
Town,
Y
where you
pose
spent your
glitch,
childhood.
but
Never forget that even the
story.
simplest choice can have far-reaching consequences. Look. That is where Lucien is now. The tattered spire.
Ding. Skip the cutscene. There we go.
And now the spire rises once again, by Lucien's hand. Lucien found documents which foretold the coming of one who would stop him using the spire. That is why your sister died. And that is why you will face him. The cards have shown me this. Here. Take a look. Each of the 3 heroes... You must find the pilgrim, the mage, and the thief before Lucien does.
Oh, I skipped.
The
I
road
pressed start too soon.
to Oakfield will be
Alright,
dangerous.
so this is where the benefit of playing the unpatched version of the game will come into play. Because now that we have all of this money, we can go buy a house. And then we can sleep in that house. Now, sleeping in houses that you own, depending on the house that you own, can provide you with benefits. This house happens to give us a permanent upgrade in the unpatched version to our physique level. And because it's the unpatched version, excuse me, game,
Now use the...
we can infinitely refund it, so long as we don't sleep in another bed before we, you know, are no longer infinitely refunding it. Want to get like a little over 3 million experience, generally.
Inferno call...
But yes, we will be making use of more of that experience later, when it's a little bit more advantageous and not costly in terms of time.
I'll have that.
But yeah, we need to make our way
You are
through
righteous and focused on the
Rookridge
task at
here
hand. That's good. We have no need of distractions.
in order to get to Oakfield.
Bandits. Charge them and you'll be outnumbered. Why not dispatch them from here with your crossbow?
I could, but that even with my recent experience, shoutouts to the Invisible Bandits, by the way. I
Remember
could,
your crossbow.
but it's
This
slow.
could be over before they know it.
It could be over even faster if we just ignore them.
Oh, look! Another traveler.
Yeah, so the bridge to Oakfield is down.
Can you hear me in there?
And it's currently being
My son Joey's in there.
watched over by a bunch of bandits. And that was Herman. His son Joey's in here.
Oh, it's lucky you happened by.
Ooh.
Didn't dare come in by myself.
Ugh. Pain. Ah, okay. Hob Cave is probably one of the trickiest movement segments in the game, or just in the run. I think it's not the trickiest probably, but it's definitely up there for me. So I'm going to be relying on the left bumper here actually to reset my movement speed back to or to allow me to run at max run speed again. Oh my god.
Coming, son! That's it! That's my boy!
I pressed the wrong button. Sad. That's okay. Not terrible. Although my timer might disagree with that statement.
I'm bored. Can we go back now? No. It's our job to guard it. But it's broken. No one can cross it.
Well, he didn't say it was a hard job. It's easy to guard. It's easy to stand watch over. I should clarify. But yeah. This is an area of the game I particularly love.
Hey, come and have a go at me.
Well, don't go to Barstow tomorrow.
Oakfield is among the lushest regions of Albion. It owes its fertility to the extraordinary golden oak, which lives for only a few decades before producing a single golden acorn. The monks of the Temple of Light replant this acorn, and as the tree is reborn, so are all the lands and farms around. The abbot is quite nervous about this year's ritual. See what you can find out.
Yeah, so, we have come here in search of our first hero.
Father, the sacred texts clearly say that only 2 monks may enter the cave, no one else.
Because in order to stop Lucien, we need to gather up the
there,
other
my
3
child.
heroes.
I wonder...
Hero of Strength,
Brothers
Hero
of
of
Lilith.
Will, and Hero of Skill.
Let me
In order
take a look
to
at
perform the ritual
well,
to summon the
prove
weapon
yourself to me, and then we'll talk.
that will stop Lucien's plans.
The blessing must go forward if you're to find the pilgrim.
So,
You must
yeah,
gain
but it's
the
like...
abbot's favor. Perhaps you can find a way to impress him in the town.
You could be of
Use
help,
your map
maybe,
to solve
but
their quests
also,
and
like,
That's
I don't know
excellent.
who you are. So we need to increase our renown.
Dear, oh dear. How could this happen?
Your map can give you information about regions, points of interest, and much more.
Botched my
I
inputs there a
suggest you
little.
look at your quests now.
Anyway. If this were an unpatched run, I might say... I might make another technology connections reference. But, because actually I am so overpowered through experience upgrades, I actually will not be needing the second controller here. To save just a smidgen of time. So, waiting for a camera thing there. That tells me that there was another bandit out there that just spawned, and I can safely go out here, pull out my crossbow, aim a little bit that way, and shoot dash 5 times with it.
Well done. Your actions continue.
Instead of, you know, having to go and chase after him. For quite a stretch, actually, just to one-shot him. You lose a lot. You know, killing him that way from the inn saves a lot of time. So. Okay, now I do the trophy grind. Am I just out of range of the bard? I think I am, wow. I get many. Yeah, okay.
Ah, the hero returns! A stupendous success! Jolly well done. Of course, turns out those deeds weren't entirely genuine, so the toll thing isn't going to work out quite as planified. Still, at least it's not me who has to rebuild the bridge now. Okay, so I might be broke, but I'll bounce back. Always do. Anyway, here's my trusty thesaurus, as promised. You never know when you'll be caught in a lexicological quandary.
Thanks to you, the way to Bowerstone is now open again.
Okay, now that we have a new trophy.
You're almost famous enough. A few people are whispering of your deeds.
That should do it.
But that's not quite enough. You've done it. Almost everyone in Oakfield has heard of you. Now you can go back to the abbot.
Of course he's praying to the statue.
It's you. I prayed for your return.
So,
I heard
yeah,
what you
because
did
I
in
saw he
Rookwood.
was praying to the statue, or
be of
whatever
great
the
use
heck
to us.
this thing is.
Come, walk with. Basically, go to the sacred cave and escort the.
I
monk
walked in
to
front of
Earl's
the abbot,
Stone of
so
Light.
he would not turn around to face me and then speak his voice lines. Oakfield, Sand Goose. Child move!
Swing the sirens of Oakvale out to the seas. Ah, I knew my lovely singing voice would bring the crowd.
And we have Sister Hannah, voiced by Julia Sawala, who, I contend, was, robbed of her, her role as Ginger in the, Chicken Run sequel. One of my favorite movies, the original Chicken Run. And she was great in it then, and she would have been great in the second one too. And, yeah. I'm going to be, forever salty about that. At me all you want. Anyway. This is an escort quest, and
Now, according to my father, we need to go through these
you know, mid-late 2000s, you know, escort quests, slow, tedious. Especially when the person you're escorting is a talkative person. Sister Hannah's a bit talkative. But you also notice, she's a rather big girl, huh? Looks pretty strong, even. But she's a monk, so she is sworn to pacifism.
Now, there are 2 plates in this room. It'll take both of us to get...
Not exactly great for what we're looking for in a hero of strength. we kind of need somebody who can, like... Who isn't...
I stand here so I can catch it.
Who has no qualms.
And you need to stand on that one.
Doing what needs to be done.
Right, there it goes. Oh yeah.
Aww.
I can feel this thing getting even heavier. That's nice, that is. So far, this isn't too bad.
We praised Sister Hannah and the dog.
A couple of steep bits,
yeah.
But that's it. I really hope they find someone else to do this next time. Mind you, I'll be an old lady by then, so I'm probably off the hook. You know, this is probably going to be the highlight of my life. The day I carried a jug through a cave. Hardly epic poem stuff, is it? Did you hear something? No. Probably just my imagination.
And if I hadn't left that platform when I did, she would have chimed in with, "Don't talk much, do you?" And the answer is no. We don't really talk much. Silent protagonist and all. I did not hit that button. I mean, I grant you I did hit that button, but I did not mean to hit that button. Slow.
They must be trying to protect the water.
I neglected to set everything to Inferno before getting here. But also, yeah, I didn't really get a chance to touch on like any of the magic that I got. So this is Inferno, the first spell that we get. As you can see, it functions in a couple of different ways. You have an aimed one, and then you have a more charged one that kind of also ripples outward with like rings and stuff. That's pretty cool. But it's also a bit of a detriment, and we will touch on that as it becomes a bit more relevant. But all spells basically have, you know, an area of effect and then a targeted variant. And they'll both come in handy for their own specific uses. I'll keep it on Inferno for right now. I'll switch it to Shock a little bit after this room. Excuse me. And then this is another one of those instances where it's best to be not looking at the game, because NPC pathfinding is broken. Instead of, and especially with Hannah.
Oh, brilliant. Just have to wait until this thing stops running.
That's what she's going to be called after this, but anyway. She also was called that by
oh, bugger, here they come.
Kids who made fun of her for her size.
Good, just keep willing them away, or whatever that's called.
I derped, I shouldn't have done that. Alright, I will switch it to Shock now. Yeah, except for the first one. That stays on Inferno, actually.
You've got some nice skills, I'll give you that.
So what I actually wanted to do on that first Hollow Man was to shoot him once with the crossbow so I could knock him down and stall for time. Because these guys come in waves based on like timers that start when the waves are cleared.
These buggers just don't care what you throw at them,
So
do they?
just give it a few more seconds and then we will have 3 wisps come down and summon in 3 more Hollow Men.
Not bad. Can you kill something that's already dead?
Okay, I'm gonna could be bad, but hopefully it will be fine. Oh, we are cutting it so close to 99 and 100.
Nice shot. That was great.
Okay.
Killed it with one blow.
That works. Okay. So I kind of want to keep my pathing to, like, I think basically Sister Hannah's supposed to be following you up until, like, you get into the rooms proper. And then, she'll just go into place where she's supposed to. Usually. But, yeah, so she just lifted the gate, the next gate, portcullis. Portcullis. She lifted the next portcullis, somewhat. Didn't open all the way. Our dog ran through. But he's okay. He's okay. And he's more than okay. He has a Hollow Man head with him. Which we will see right about now-ish.
Ugh, that is disgusting. Oh no, but you're a good dog for attacking him. Who's a good boy? Who tears the heads off Hollow Men?
Is it you? Is it you, boy?
Quite a companion you've got. Remind me not to let him in again. Shall we?
Also, I said didn't open all the way. It usually should open, like, partially, but because I was faced away from it, it didn't even open at all. So this looks like decent spawn placements here. And it's kind of, I think it's determined randomly when you enter it each time. But once you have it established, it's pretty much set, unless you have, like, displaced timings, courtesy of wisps. Or just, you know, generally delayed spawns. Something to be observant for. And then during the slowdown, actually, and then swap that to time control, which I guess I can show off the. I did show off the single target. Hello, the targeted version earlier a little bit. Flashed it a couple of times. It basically functions like Assassin Rush did in Fable 1.
You were brilliant.
The targeted version, anyway. And then the area of effect one is basically just slow time.
Nearly done now. I know I said that before, but hopefully this time it's true. I think that's the last plate over there.
Okay, and I think I want to make sure that I don't look at, I don't let the game have Sister Hannah in the camera for this cutscene, if I can help it. I'm going to be doing that by kind of rapidly tapping the left bumper. And then this is also good, fast Brother Robin. Sister Hannah's taking her time on responding, unfortunately, but that's okay.
It's your father, one of Lucien's men.
But the big thing there is making sure that you don't look at the door, because Brother Robin can also take a very long time to enter the room through the very open portcullis.
One of Lucien's agents has come to the temple. Go after her.
Hannah is too wide. Her frame is too large. Can he squeeze into there? It doesn't work. But anyway, yes, as was just established, one of Lord Lucien's men is at the temple, holding the abbot hostage.
Father, are you okay?
And he's got a gun.
He's one of Lucien's men.
You're coming with me, or he dies.
Like hell I am. You let him go before I break you in half.
I was a bit slow, so I think we're gonna still hear a gunshot.
Don't make me kill you too.
Interesting.
Oh!
I mean, we did hear a gunshot, but yeah. Yep.
Father, I could have stopped him. You idiot! You stupid fool! I could have stopped him before he...
Same, Doggo. Same.
I'm sorry, Father. Not that I broke my vow. I'm sorry I didn't break it sooner. I never did fit in at this place. We both knew that. And now I'm making a new vow. Lucien will die for what he did to you. I won't break this one.
Sister Hannah, the blessing.
Y'all remember the squatting minigame in FF7?
As new life rises,
they referenced it in Fable II.
So shall we. As the seed returns to the earth, so do we all.
Is that it then? My father's gone. The golden oak is flourishing again. So now life just goes on as before, does it?
And I'm just looking at the dog because he's a good boy.
The other monks may believe
it doesn't like speed up this cutscene in any way.
Where did you come from?
He's just a good boy and he deserves attention.
Someone who can tell you much about Lucien, where he is, what his plans are, and how you can gain your revenge, if you will listen.
I want to know everything.
Then come with me, Sister Hannah.
Call me Hammer.
And then I'm going to be mashing A and B. I didn't get the B mash quite like I wanted. And so I wasn't able to skip that quick little, yeah, trophy animation, but that's okay.
You've done well, hero.
It is not where most of the time loss came from.
You have gathered the first of the 3 heroes, and we are one
and
step
also,
closer to
something I
defeating
kind of
Lucien's
didn't really
plans.
mention during childhood, I kind of glossed over it, is the
take
fact
some
that
time for Hammer to overcome her grief.
I need to be careful with skipping dialogues, because if you can skip them too soon, like if you do a full A press and hold to skip a cutscene, then whoa, why did I get turned around that way? That was weird.
Perhaps this would be a good time to upgrade your equipment.
But
I believe there is a sale in Bowerstone.
Gosh, what was I just talking about?
It may well be worth a visit.
Skipping dialogue,
Come back
right?
to the guild when you are ready.
Yeah, you need to wait for the dialogue to actually start before you try to skip it. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting and listening to the entirety of the dialogue. And if it's a long one,
someone or something,
it's a lot of time lost.
Is coming your way. I have never felt anything like it.
But, surprise hops. Who I think are actually kind of adorable. And they're vicious, cruel, and smelly, and absolutely horrible creatures, but they're adorable. And now we're being introduced to Spire Guards.
Well, bring your cold.
Lucien's men are attacking. You must.
Oh, they're Lucien's men. Okay. Garth. Hey, we met Garth. We know who that is.
I've been itching to kill someone like you.
I'm scared of you?
So while this cutscene is playing, I'm actually just gonna Y myself down the tower.
Lord Lucien's experiment was a radical success.
And open a chest really quick.
You are coming with me.
It's a bit of a safety chest. But also I wanted to get the dog treats. Because, again, he's a good boy, and he deserves the treats. I will take no questions. And if anybody's still wondering why the Y pose,
that was Lucien's
I'll explain later.
And apparently he now controls the shard.
I will explain later.
An old king of course is in Bowerstone and talk to
For now, we need to go to the Cow and Corset in Bowerstone,
as does his mastery of the spire
and
its awful machinery. Come
talk
back
to Jeeves.
To the
This game does a pretty good job of commentating for me already, but, you know... Yeah. Let's see. First thing we want to do here is go up to the room.
So, for 1,000, I could buy a house.
Initiate the cutscene with Jeeves here.
I see. Well, well, well.
And then while he is going through his thing, fortunately, this entire tavern basically serves as a cutscene zone for as far as he's concerned.
And I know where. And here's something else that's
So,
written down.
yeah, paid the bard to sing a song
anyone else see it.
about us.
It's my final offer. Take it or leave it. Lucien's diary is a riveting read.
Which gave us
I'm
a
sure
little
some
chunk of
private
renown.
collector will make a nice place for it in his equally private home. Now, unless you've got a
We're gonna be
proposition,
utilizing the
suggest
bard, I
you leave me
think,
to my whiskey.
3 more times?
You have the money?
I believe it's 3 more times after this. Alright. Vault. There we go. And then this actually, like, puts us in a really perfect spot to just leave as soon as he's done.
He's far too cowardly to double-cross you.
Okay.
The map will lead you to the diaries.
Blimey, look who it is. You were just a little...
And yeah, now we get to do some work for Arthur. But before we go and do any work for Arthur, we're going to be actually dealing with finding Lucien's diary. Which is buried right over... What's that? It's a rather big mound. That is not so time. Oh! It's a troll. Of course it's a troll. But, with the magic of having 2 controllers connected to the console, we can expedite that fight tremendously. And then through the magic of trying to control where our dog is running to, we can kind of sort of maybe if we did manipulate him into approaching the dig spot just that much faster.
Good work.
But it is a little bit more than just having 2 controllers connected to the console, what I just did there. So basically, trolls,
I trust finding the bring it back to the guild.
Trolls are very different in Fable 2 compared to Fable 1. In Fable 1, they were just big damage sponges, right? And then they had, like, pretty powerful attacks and projectiles. The same is true here, but the thing about them is that they are damage sponges in that they have weak points that you need to damage in order to kill them.
I don't understand.
Those weak points are not always tangible.
Lucien is recruiting guards from Westcliff.
However,
Oh, come on, Westcliff's a
when the trolls are in an animation,
the only thing there is that arena.
like a taunting animation of sorts, it's either like they either laugh or they like kind of walk in place because they're stationary enemies. But anyway,
and emerge from it victorious.
during those animations,
The only way into the spire. The only
you
way
can
to
actually
get
hit
the
them
guard
with
and rescue him.
At last, some action.
you know, area of effect spells and kill multiple of the weak tendrils at once.
You buy the bandit road.
Which you can do with one controller, it's just a little bit more tedious to set up usually. It's all, and as also just a little bit slower. And also a little luck dependent as well. Just a little. I think most of them are... I think, yeah, most of the trolls, I'm pretty sure, aren't so much luck dependent. But it is definitely, like, you have to be fast about it. But now...
Pretty quiet, eh? Anyone got any cards?
Okay.
1, 2, and that was 3.
Whistle 3 times to do that job Arthur wanted us to do. And if you know what this is... I'm sorry. If you know what this is about, and you know who I'm going to be going to kill, and you like him, I am sorry. I like Giles too. But unfortunately, he's slow. So... yeah, the other option is... yeah. Other options are slower. At least Giles... This is a fast affair. There we go. It's been a little bit. I've taken like a couple of weeks off. For my own mental health, but anyway.
Get ready to fire!
But yeah, we needed to do that for some quick renown. And even with that, actually, we're not even where we want to be. The rest of the renown will be gotten here, in the Bandit Coast. How? Well, this is like the one... This is like one of the few contributions I've made to this route.
Now, press on to Westcliff.
Because it turns out,
You know how to handle a gun, my friend.
much like in Fable 1, bandits count as witnesses to your trophy.
Slit that throat open.
Nothing you can do to stop me.
What are you doing? Don't be selfish now.
Ow.
I want some action too.
This is technically another escort segment, by the way, because we're supposed to be, like, I kind of an escort. We need, basically, the idea is we're supposed to be, like, fighting all these guys with hammer. But right now I'm just fighting with my lack of recognition.
You are now famous enough to use the kiss expression.
And then we're also going to turn safety off. It seems a little bit unnecessary right now, but no, it is necessary. Because with safety off, we can actually kill the highwayman here. And then with that actually saves us like a line of dialogue. It's like 4 seconds or something. When Hammer eventually gets here. Right about now-ish. Right about now-ish. Hello? Hammer? Going once? Going twice? Sold to the lady with the giant hammer.
Doesn't look that tough.
Okay. Not sure exactly what caused me to lose time there, but may have just been hammer. Or, no, I tell you, well, no, I wasn't. There was more to that split than just that.
I've heard a lot of stuff. Place is supposed to be infested with Balverines. I heard this one story about these traders who got attacked. Balverines killed both parents, but the kids survived.
That was just some dialogue manipulation to make sure that Hammer was cut off by that Balverine cutscene at the right moment, or just an opportune moment. Ow. But there's another reason we took safety off, actually, and it's coming up right here. This lady, Lilith, is not who she would have you believe. She's actually a Balverine. And she wanted to try and play a bit of a long game, lure us into this these halls, these howling halls, if you will, and basically feed us to her Balverine children. But damaging her and overlapping cutscenes, basically, by hitting her, lets us skip, like, an actual 30-second interaction or something like that. It's kind of wild. It is actually kind of wild. Anyhow.
Well, I feel right.
Ah! Also, I partly contributed to this route with the Lilith skip because I actually discovered that through
Welcome to our home.
There are a couple of ways to do that skip that I just did. I'm not the most well versed in the more optimal methods.
I keep expecting a monk to run up to us.
For
oh, don't listen to me. We're just not too fond of caves anymore. That's all.
Not unpatched any percent runs.
To go for a place like this is beyond me.
But
couldn't they have cut down a few trees instead?
Yeah, I actually found out that with level 5 in a spell, or any spells really, the animation changes for a level 4 charge spell.
She's right. Show no mercy and get out of that place quickly.
And that also introduces more end lag than it would be if you only had like level 4 Inferno, which is what the any percent runs that aren't unpatched do. Pain. I did not handle that well. First of all, my Inferno whiffed, so that finally I get to touch on that. So yeah, one of the big problems with Inferno is that it can whiff. The way that it ripples out in rings, the way that it does, it can cause enemies to not get hit by it. They can slip in between those fire rings and really, really just sully your run. Not very fun.
Oh, all right.
But, yeah. There are ways I could have avoided that, and I should have probably gotten Vortex in the beginning, but I was already in a time deficit, so it was like, eh. It's not strictly necessary, I guess, until the Crucible in just a little bit, but even then it's not strictly necessary. It's just safest. And I'll grab it after, like, the first wave in the Crucible proper. But until such time, we're just going to be lying our way over
Many die in their attempt to defeat the Crucible.
to the Crucible.
But
We're going to watch out for the
must
chicken.
if you're to have any hope of joining Lucien's army and getting to Gar.
Takes a little bit to load in. Takes a little bit to be rendered. Yeah. And we want to wait to start to do this A press until after Alan Murray there starts talking, when Hammer finally catches up to us.
Go on then. Dog's got to stay outside though.
Oh, I thought I was close enough to the door to trigger the load transition. Oops. That's okay.
Not seen you before. I'm sure we've got what you need.
Okay, so I picked up a steel cutlass from a chest earlier because I want to sell it, so I can then buy a steel flintlock pistol.
You'll love it.
Ah, dang it. Stop it.
You, the new lass. It's your lucky day. Get your ass in there. You might want to read up on the rules. Not that most contenders can read.
So, here we are, Mad Dog, poised once again at the gates of bloodshed and greatness as another competitor faces the challenge of the Crucible. Round 1. 3, 2, 1, go! First wave! Ah, those cruddy, grubby, vile beetles. I hate them. Well, let's see how the new girl likes them. Can our plucky newcomer keep our bloodthirsty audience entertained? But she's better, or they won't be throwing down any gifts to help her out. Second wave. 3, 2, 1, go! Entertaining! Oh, vicious squeezes! Third wave.
Yeah, Murray.
3,
They're cruelly,
2,
filthy
1,
villains.
go!
Yeah.
Entertaining! It's another kill for her infinity hero! She's unstoppable! Well, we promised butchery, and butchery is what we delivered! And there are 7 rounds to go!
And then throughout the Crucible also I'm going to be probably refunding toughness once or twice to reset my health back to full, because it's going to be necessary for a couple of rounds.
First wave! And here comes our challenger, fighting to impale. Second Second wave. 3, 2, 1, go! I haven't seen such an effective use of Will in all my Crucible years. She's an expert user, all right. Third wave. Oh, yes. You can tell she practices her shooting. 2, 1, go! Killed that one like she was swatting an insect. And you enjoyed that. Wait till you see the 6 rounds we have left. Perfect round. Round 3. 3, 2, 1, go! First wave. Oh, wait! That landed right where she was. There's a hole in the ground, you might say. That'll be the Dark Pit Remorseless Fatality, Murray. Oh, yes! What a shot! Yes, she'll be pleased with that one. Second wave. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, where's the straggler? There we go.
Won't do the corpse much good, though. 3, 2, 1, go! Will knocks the hole for 6. Spectacular! Maybe even 7. Wherever she aims, that's where the shot hits. Isn't that the general idea? Another scrumptious massacre! And we have 5 more still to come!
Sorry, this is a bit focus intensive. Crap it. Okay, no, I do have the controller ready already. Okay. And then once, it's not quite time for the magic of having 2 controllers connected yet, but we're getting there.
Round 4. 3, 2, 1, go!
Still not time yet.
This place brings out the old romantic in me. On dead trees. You've never been married, have you? I would rather die first, old friend. Speaking of death, I see something stirring in the waters down there. Second wave.
Oh.
3,
Perfect
2,
first wave, I guess.
1, go! Exciting! An exemplary use of will powers.
Simply block.
Oh, yes! The pain she fires, she hits. Mediocre! She won't be happy with that. She got sloppy there. And a spell of being undead. 3, 2, just got a spell right in the head. You can feel her willpower all the way from
Yes, now it's time for the magic of having 2 controllers connected to the console.
perfect round.
And with some careful positioning on top of it.
Great platter of slaughter we are witnessing here today, and we've fought 4 rounds.
Stockpile some extra experience just in case, because I still haven't slept in another bed yet. Make use of the infinite experience while I've still got it.
Round 5. 3, 2, 1, go! First wave.
Here, it's honestly luck. A bit of luck and a bit of timing and a bit of...
Did they call you bad puppy back then? Oh, puppy, no, oh, believe yourself. Let's just watch the killing, alright?
Alright. Second wave. 3, 2, 1, go! So yeah, this wave's a little bit of luck and timing. That was unlucky.
3, 2, 1.
Should be finishing this round by now, but got Gotta wait a few more seconds.
Is what I was wondering. Well, she will, because she just did. Fantastic! Let's hope she can keep going for another 3 rounds.
So yeah, Inferno unfortunately whiffed a couple of times in that round. Happens. Not much you can really do about it.
Round 6. 3, 2, 1, go!
Stand in the middle, start at level 4, Inferno.
Why? Does it suck in your soul? See that empty? No, one heck of a question like me, you'll see. Second wave.
Oh, this round is like the worst in my opinion. It's like the most awkward for me, and it's like there's a methodology to it, and I'm just terrible at it. I still need to figure it out. Oh my god. It would help if I could like walk on and off of the stupid pressure plate.
Spectacular! Oh, nice! It takes more than a good eye to shoot like that. It takes 2 eyes at least. Spectacular!
Oh, they're on the other side. Trapped.
Oh, this is turning into one heck of a crucible. Shame we only have 2 rounds to go. Perfect round.
Okay.
Round 7. 3, 2, 1, go! First wave. Oh, the history of this arena. It smells of battle, of blood, of... The thing about logic, you've got to do it for it to work. Second wave. 3, 2, 1, go! Entertaining. Third wave. 3, 2, 1, go! Astonishing! She's made it to the last round! Perfect round!
Okay, and then before I touch this trigger, I need to do time stop level 3. Because we're going to be fighting another troll.
I could tear off your head, mad dog!
And do another time stop level 3. Then we're going to run up all the way. The time stop actually bugs out his AI a little bit. So he kind of restarts his spawning in, like getting up animation or whatever. Which counts as a taunt, I guess. He's completely vulnerable.
It's an extraordinary superhuman feat of inconceivable proportions. Unprecedented, some might say, if they were unaware of the precedents.
She's as worthy a competitor as ever competed in this competition.
Indeed! All that remains is to congratulate our glorious winner. We hope you've enjoyed this most bloody and most compelling of Crucible editions. Fare thee well, gentle spectators. Until the next time.
Yep, that's fine. Boo. Oh, I went to the wrong door. Gosh darn it. I haven't done that in a little while. I went entirely to the wrong door. That is what we call an oopsie daisy.
Oh, congratulations!
That was fantastic. I listened to the commentaries every step of the way. I even got in to see a few rounds. That one with the Hobbs, bloody brilliant.
There were 2 rounds with Hobbs.
Really makes me want to have a go myself.
Hammer.
Yeah, all right. Don't get a big head. You won't fit in the boat.
Well done.
I don't have
Not
arm
many
muscles.
make it through the Crucible alive.
I don't have arm muscles.
The Spire's not going to be much of a laugh either.
I am not strong
You should take
like
some time
Sparrow.
out before you go. Anybody you want to see or anything, now's the time. Anyway, I'll make my way to the docks.
So we just got a new trophy.
Find me when you're all set to go.
We're going to be spamming that for a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Hannah has
7,
a good point.
8,
Once you are in the Spire, leaving will be difficult.
8, 9,
And there are those who still need your help.
10, 11, 12, just for good measure. And then since we have safety off, and we need to be evil for the end of the run.
Do not get on that ship until you are truly ready to leave your quest behind. God isn't going anywhere.
I think I can't take you.
There you are. Ready to start your glorious military career then? Pretty much got the mainland, son.
So this is supposed to be an emotional cutscene that you just walk down the hill for.
I can't remember.
You are now evil enough to use the threatening expression.
If I said goodbye. Goodbyes. You never know when you'll get another one. I'm sorry, I didn't mean... This isn't like that. You'll do great out there.
Right. No personal effects allowed on board, and no weapons. And no dogs.
Don't worry. I'll look after Furface here. And your stuff as well.
So, with the Crucible now under our belt, we can go into the Spire. Finally rescue Garth. Let's go. I'm sure this will be quick and easy. Won't take over 10 years. Nope. Will not take anywhere near that long. Should only take about 20 minutes, but...
Look at this place! We've done well casting in our lot with Lord Lucien.
This is Bob.
Whatever he's planning,
Bob
me
is
and
too
Lil are
innocent
gonna
for
be
this
set
place.
life. I've been with my Lil 13 years. Been faithful the whole time. If you could see her, you'd understand why. Name's Bob, by the way. What is that noise? I don't just hear it. I can feel it.
And then I'm trying to walk on the outside of that just so I can escape the cutscene and slow walking of the associated with it. Just to jump ahead a little bit, save a little bit of time. And something I actually kind of started, not really restricting myself to, but like making myself ready for
world outside these
is a rare chance of a time save after this cutscene.
Reason is absent. Instead of order, there is only chaos. Chaos does not punish evil, nor reward righteousness. Chaos cuts innocent lives short, and we're to accept this as fate. I beg to differ. You stand in the center of a great instrument of change. With it, I shall remake the world, and my creation shall be unrecognizable in its perfection. But my will alone is not sufficient for such a monumental task. It is only through your toil, through your labors, through your conviction, that Albion will be transformed. Do not fear the sound you hear, the throbbing you feel beneath your feet. These sensations will soon be as familiar as your own heartbeat. And so long as your heart continues to beat, all that I require of you is obedience. Now, sleep.
Kind of getting the feeling we're going to be here for a while.
maggots.
Doesn't look like I'm getting that rare time save.
Hope you like it, because you never leave.
Not immediately, anyway. Nope. Basically, the rare chance of a time save is, if there happens to be a guard wandering, like one of these guys, wandering like back and forth through here, the door will actually open sooner than it should. And you can actually leave sooner than you should be able to, and it saves like an absurd amount of time. Excuse me. So yeah, we did not get that lucky time save, but that's okay. Basically, I say it saves an absurd amount of time. It is an absurd amount of time because the dialogue there is particularly long. But, you know.
Hey, it's you!
Hey, it's you,
We arrived
Bob.
together, remember? How are you settling in?
I'm doing okay, I guess.
Can you believe they put me on guard duty? On my first day, too. I must have impressed someone.
You as well, huh?
Oh, if Lil could see me now. She's always loved the bloke in uniform. Though I don't think she'd like the mask any more than I did. They look properly intimidating, but I can hardly breathe in that thing.
No comment.
Oh, my arm's still killing me from those training sessions.
I don't know how you got here. I know what you are.
His name's Garth.
It doesn't matter. Your power will do you no good as long as you wear that collar. Be patient.
Although he doesn't give me any trouble.
Do you?
Keeps nice and quiet. Anyway.
Also, yes, I'm standing in between Bob and the cell. To,
Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
You know. Okay, that works. Why am I still targeting a Spire Guard? Should clear up soon, hopefully. Hopefully.
I am the Commandant. You are Recruit 27.
Okay, I guess it's just staying there.
That number is not random. It was assigned to you because I have broken
I need to make sure I'm in
272
proper
recruits
position here.
before you. You are nothing more.
Because there is actually a potential 3-second time save here.
You have been brought here to assist the reconstruction.
So long as I am in the right position and I'm facing this way. So long as I am facing this way. The Commandant will not do a literal 360 and walk in the frame.
You will do everything I tell you, without question. Failure
Because yes, he does literally just spin around in a circle and then walk into place after this monologue of his.
You will lose your willpower. Your memories and experiences will be drained away.
Actually, can I push him?
Continue until you submit.
No.
Perhaps you believe you will resist. Some do at first. A misguided sense of personal honor. You must decide, is your honor really that important to you?
Come on. Be still.
Be still.
Good.
Good. Now, look over there. The spire has taken 10 years so far, and it will take many more until it is complete. This project is ambitious beyond your wildest imaginings. Yet our progress is not a miracle. It is a product of obedience. Let us see how well you have learned. I am going to hit you, and you are going to thank me. Because I tell you to.
So after the Commandant hits us here, we are going to be given a choice
now,
of either telling him off
Obey.
or thanking him. telling him off would cause the device around my neck to activate, and that is a very long and drawn-out animation, so we'd want to avoid doing that. So we're going to be thanking him for his punishment.
Thank me. Obey. Excellent. Now, beg me to show mercy. You do understand the concept, don't you?
Once again, same deal.
Good. You learn quickly. That will be all.
Now, you'll get to see this long and drawn-out animation that I'm in reference to in just a second. Because it's actually going to be the faster option to disobey.
Talk to a recruit this.
Recruit 27.
Be patient. Time has little meaning here.
Feed us.
I'm a speedrunner. That sentence does not compute, Garth.
Shut it! Ah, there you are. Stand here and guard these maggots till I get back. They're not allowed any food, though, so don't touch the controls or you'll be sorry. I'm gonna grab a quick bite.
Tasty food.
Yum,
yum. But yeah.
Obey.
The choice is either wait 3 minutes,
let them starve,
or feed 3 of the prisoners and knock yourself out.
I'm begging you.
Which does not take 3 minutes. It only takes about 45-ish seconds.
Obey. I command you not to help these men.
Depending on how quickly I can pull this last lever.
Obey. Let them starve.
By the way, male sound. Male sound. Yeah. Is Sparrow... Is a female Sparrow canonically trans? Probably not.
The Commandant wants
It's probably
to
just
see
a
you.
coincidence. Stable Fable moment, if you will. It just works. I'm actually surprised that I haven't had any, hit any slowdown tiles yet. I say that, but that's probably going to change as soon as I get past this segment here.
I will make you obey. I believe you know this man. Guard 268.
Lucien
I
shall
order you to
remake
be
the
quiet.
world.
Oh, it's Bob.
268. Shut your mouth.
Mate,
Those who do not obey
Mate,
can be made to.
Mate, he's...
But those who cannot obey...
You've driven him mad. He's
are
rambling.
useless.
Listen to him. He's rambling. You've driven him mad. What's wrong with you? I guess that's just the nature of this place. God dang it.
Obey. You must kill without mercy.
Please don't. I'll do everything you tell me, but you don't problem. You've been well casted in our lot with Lord Lucien.
That was not meant to happen.
You will make an excellent soldier. Dismissed.
I got a little bit into the mashing I should not have gotten so into the mashing. I shouldn't have even started mashing in the first place. I think from now on I'm literally just going to wait until I see the red highlight. Unless I can, like, actually wedge myself up against Bob and, you know, do it that way, but... Ouch. Lovely, lovely, lovely sounds. Many years later. That's 10 years, by the way. In Japanese, it straight up just says 10. But they don't quite tell you that in the English version, for whatever reason. But 10 years is... It is many years, I guess. That is not wrong. That is a very long time, actually, so... Anyway, yeah, we have been in here for over 10 years. That's, wow. Ah, there we go. I had a slow floor patch. And because I don't have any weapons at the moment, I had to rely on Rough Bumper. You headed to the construction site? Yep. What the heck just slowed me down? That wasn't slow floor, that was... What the heck is going on? Controller, are you okay?
We meet again, hero. You came to rescue me. But you're no good to either of us with that collar on.
Is it my hands? Could be my hands.
There. I've removed it.
So?
It took me years to focus enough will to destroy our collars. And that guard. I've got nothing left. So when trouble comes, it's up to you.
Thank you for explaining, Garth.
The only way out of the Spire is through the Commandant's
chamber. Appreciate it.
chamber.
Thank you for making my job so much easier.
And let's move.
You got it, Garth. Let's go.
Wait, that's the will user! And he's not wearing the collar! Get him!
Gun! Excuse me.
You can't lose now.
I mean, we could, but then it would be game over. Also, yes, you may have noticed I've not really once used my sword as, you know, a weapon throughout this entire run so far, and I never will. Well, actually, no, that is certifiably false, because we did just use it to attack the Commandant on accident and then kill Bob, but aside from that, it's not going to get any use. It's just there to look pretty. Hi, Ruthless. I am Sparrow. Unfortunately, Bartholomew is a little bit behind, so we need to go ahead and run back so that we can run into the Commandant's chamber with him so that we do not soft-lock the game.
I know what you're thinking, but it's not revenge I'm after. Revenge is just a fortunate byproduct. A new load of recruits is being brought in. take a look. Now we need to find the Commandant.
Also, Garth there is voiced by Ron Glass. I'm not sure who the voice is the Commandant.
Betray me. Lord Lucien
Theresa
will kill me
is voiced by Zoe Wanamaker.
But I am obedient.
I think that's how you pronounce that last name. If it isn't, I am so sorry.
I will eliminate you.
Alright, so... Commandant fight is a little bit different than I'm actually a little bit used to. It's kind of hectic. Nice. Very good. And then we can charge up a level 5 Inferno. Hopefully without dying in the process. Nice. Wonderful. Charge up another level 5 Inferno to kill
my death is inconsequential.
Commandant's guards. And then... there we go. So, the way the Commandant fight works, basically, is that he teleports after you clear a health phase. And then he also, when he does that, he spawns in 2 more guards. And he won't be officially dead until, you know, you've done the killing blow.
We can use this to reach the docks. Now come on.
Like I had to do with the gun there. Because while the Inferno did technically bring him down to 1 HP, because the other guard was killed after the Commandant's health was drained down to that point, I had to hit the Commandant one more time to officially kill him.
Crucible champions don't.
What? Okay, I guess I just wasn't pressing my A button firmly enough for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. We arrive not back in Westcliff, but in Oakfield.
I thought I would never see land again. I thank you for your help.
The doggo.
Your furry friend. Hammer is at the inn in Rookridge. You should see her. In the meantime, I will inform Garth of our progress. Take my hand, Garth. We have a great deal to discuss.
Do I have any choice?
Okay, so we've rescued Garth. He is getting debriefed with Theresa on the agenda. And now we are meeting with Hammer in Brookridge.
It is you!
After over 10 years.
Man,
10 years and
you look
change.
good considering. I can't believe it. You're really here.
The butler, who used to work
Heard
in
any good
Fairfax,
gossip?
has made a ton
Also,
of
Hammer
gold.
had an outfit change since we last saw her.
You did it. You rescued Garth. Took your sweet time, all right, but you did it.
Which I actually kind of prefer, not gonna lie.
I never gave up hope.
Looks cool.
Kind of hard to when every day someone's whispering in your head about their vision of the hero's safe return. Honestly, there were a few times there I wanted to smack Theresa. Anyway, welcome back. So what was it like in there? As horrible as I imagined? Well, never mind, I'll find out soon enough myself. We're back in business! I'm meeting someone who might have some information on...
Oh, I pressed A1 too many times. Oops.
You know,
E.
our number 3.
Okay, well, Yeah, so she's going to now get some information about the thief, the hero of skill.
Did you see Hammer? She's on her way as well, with the information she's gathered.
Yeah.
Our friend has told me much about you. That night in the castle, your sister, I had no idea. If I'd known, I would have stopped him.
Also, fun little fact about these frescoes in Fable II, in the Chamber of Fate here. They are not in the correct placement as they are in Fable 1.
To my tower. The color's gate there will take us...
Alternate timeline? It's I grant you it is possible that it is an alternate timeline, but it is also just, you know, what even is canon in the Fable universe? Not half of Fable 3, I can tell you that. And certainly not the journey, but we are not going to be talking about the journey. Because this is Fable 2.
We shouldn't use the front gate. Men will be expecting us. Follow me. I know another way in.
So, we have a little bit more expositing going on here. And, unfortunately, slow walking. It'll clear up as soon as, Hammer says, and if you swallow it all, it can get you killed.
Right. Nothing that ancient could possibly contain any wisdom.
Okay. Now I need to walk up onto this terrace, or lie up onto that terrace really quick, just so that we do some necessary progression for this quest, and the guards here will spawn, and then so will the shard on the other end, and then we will be sitting in my position.
I killed in the spire.
Ow!
They did something useful.
Gun! Okay, so that's actually a good, quick little demonstration of what shock does if you, you know, like, actually charge it up. Enemies hit with shock, they're kind of stunned. They're, like, intermittently stunned. Hammer, there you are.
I will need to concentrate to start the gate. I must rely on the two of you to watch my back.
And now I need to sit here, let Garth do start his thing.
Oh, sure. We'll do all the work while you sit there and think.
And then we're gonna want to keep Hammer just kind of like stuck here for the moment.
Is that a shard?
While she's like talking.
Amazing, isn't it?
A sunset's amazing. That thing's a bloody nightmare.
We have a small advantage.
And now we're gonna wedge ourselves onto this here.
But it's not. And it's not.
What would this be? A battle?
Its own army.
And we're just gonna be using oh bugger. Get over here. Rude. Okay. Ideally, the Raise Dead spell is supposed to be taking priority in these guys' aggro tables, or whatever words, technical jargon. But anyway, yeah, Raise Dead is a really good utility spell for crowd control, because, yeah, if you can manage it, it bugs out these guys' AI for a little bit. And hopefully keeps him away from Garth. That's the main thing, because if he gets hit, then the progress gets slowed down, and we don't want that. And we're just going to be periodically refreshing it. And also, yes, I am actually summoning one or two of them outside of the thing, and they are falling down out of bounds. Which is, like, further confusing the guards a little bit, but yeah. It's all part of the plan. It just works. Except for when it doesn't. But most of the time, it works all the time. What are you doing up there, mate? He's just vibing. Garth, you were at 57%. You were not nearly done. Anyway, yeah, that's basically the majority of what this entire segment is. For the rest of the duration. Got these guys a little bit confused, and so they're running up and down the stairs. Rather hilariously. In fact, there's a song that comes to mind. Yakety Sax by Boots Randolph. Specifically, but, you know, I ain't gonna start singing it. It'd probably be off-key. Even with my best transposing. And even my best isn't great. I'm not a singer. When I was in school, I played the violin. Not my voice. So, yeah. Anyway. Actually, yeah. I'll be right back.
Can you hear me?
Well, well, well. What have we got here? Is it alive? You had a dog with you there, like. It ran off into the fog. The Banshees will have it by now. Aye, you've seen the last of that mongrel, I can tell you. Here, you from Bloodstone, eh? No. No. You ain't got the stink of it about you. 'Tis a wicked place. Would be burnt to the ground if there was any justice. So, what do I do about you? Reckon I'll burn you as well.
Last opportunity in the run for a bathroom break. Well, mostly. Mostly. I guess I could take a quick step away, like, get closer to the end of the run, but that's still a little ways away. I don't want to wait that long.
You should be able to hear me now. You're alive. The Culler's Gate malfunctioned, and Hammer and Garth were sent back to the Guild. You've made it to Wraithmarsh. But you're on your own for now. Well, you're not entirely on your own. But Hammer and Garth cannot reach you. Be wary. The fog here is unnatural. Somehow it dampens the Guild seal.
Slow down.
Bloodstone is on the far side of the marshes. I suggest you head there, quickly. Something in
Oh yeah, those insulting sounding Scottish voices you may have been hearing throughout the run are gargoyles, and if you're not familiar with the game, gargoyles are basically a bonus objective. You find them in the world. You need dexterous. You're supposed to need dexterous styles in order to break the majority of them. There's a couple of them I think that you can break without dexterous styles and aiming. But, yeah. Banshee. Yes. Okay.
Well done. But be careful. There may be more, so stay on your guard.
I'm gonna drink it.
Contact with you again because of the fog. This used to be Oakvale, though it has changed radically since I saw it last. And that was a long time ago. It has seen many a cruel deed. 600 years ago, bandits attacked the village and burned it to the ground. The survivors rebuilt their lives, only to have them destroyed a second and final time. A new threat came from within. A reckless young villager made a deal with the forces of Shadow, who took the lives of every other resident as payment. All of his family, all of his friends, everyone he loved. And now, the marsh has engulfed the village, and Oakvale is nothing but a bitter memory.
Where were you when Oakvale was killed? I was at home,
through the marshes now.
eating Dorito.
You'll be in Bloodstone before you know it.
Probably, anyway. 2008. It's likely I was at home eating Doritos.
All those thoughts. Very impressive. Few survive Banshee attacks.
That's okay.
You're nearly there. Nearly safe.
Okay, so, now that I have time to actually explain the Banshees, without getting interrupted by Theresa's exposition about Reaver, who we're going to be meeting in... not actually quite yet. We're going to be doing a little bit before we go and meet Reaver. Yeah, the Banshees. So, the way Banshees work, they become vulnerable after their ads have spawned in, have been killed. Or after the ads that they have spawned in have been killed. That's what I meant to say. So, Yeah, the best way, the fastest way is kind of luck based. Using a fully charged Inferno to kill the ads that are already ideally encircling you and wailing on you, and then the Banshee is just slowly floating towards you, menacingly.
The largest house in Bloodstone. That'll be Reaver's.
And then once the first ring of Inferno kills the ads, ideally you will have spaced yourself out well enough from the something rotten. Ideally you would have spaced yourself out far enough from the Banshee, but not too far. And you would have spaced yourself just right so that the whichever ring happens to be closest to the Banshee's location as it's floating towards you is, it gets hit by that one of those rings.
But who'd want to buy a stinking...
In the unpatched version, specifically, that is a one-shot on all the Banshees. But in the current patch, along with the Banshee being a different color in a later quest that we're going to be doing, it's a white Banshee, and it also takes has a bit more health, so it doesn't get one-shot by level 5 Inferno the way the other ones do. Ow.
Few more hits and it's over.
Two more hits and it's... Excuse me, mate. I don't think you know how much health I have. Alright. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, fine. So, I very nearly botched that, actually. So, that was close. That's all I'm gonna say at this point. That was just close. It was really close. And he is not drinking a pint. Let's go.
You did it!
Faster animation.
The smell's gone and business is back. I can finally sell this place. Tell you what, I'll give you a friendly discount if you're interested.
I'm not.
You are now famous enough to use the scary laugh expression.
Hob squatters. Woohoo! But, yeah, right now we're doing some more quests for more renown. They're pretty straightforward, honestly. You know, something rotten, just go in and kill the troll. Hob squatters, we're just going to be going into a cave and killing a bunch of hobs. You know, Evil and Wraithmarch, we're going to be killing some Hollow Men, and then we're going to be going back to Bloodstone, and then we're going to be killing a Banshee.
You look like the sort that goes in the cave.
Hopefully expeditiously, but we will find that out in due time. But right now we need to help out Tommy. Well. Okay. Good, no whiffs. Still no whiffs. Love it. That's what we like to see. Okay, come on. Run speed, please. Thank you. tap level 1 slow time there. Let's give myself a little bit of breathing room with these guys. Oh, how has he not noticed me yet? What? Oh my god, I've never had him be that completely oblivious to me before. That is unfortunate.
You were meant to get eaten, but you killed them.
Murderer. Ah, dang it. I knew that one. I knew there was a delay on that one. I knew there was a delay. So, I recently discovered actually that some like item loot prompts such as that can be dismissed by pressing the start button instead of having to wait, I guess, until the A press will register. It's weird. And it's a little annoying. But more annoying is mistiming a start press, because that just opens a menu and/or pauses the game. Well, opening a menu pauses the game, but I think you know what I mean. Semantics. Anywho. So now we're going to Bowerstone. Because we need to go, we're going to be helping get these two guys, Sam and Max, out of a bit of a pickle.
Ah, you're back. I've transformed your latest.
These two have quite a fabled history of getting into trouble.
There? Just the kind of woman I was hoping to run into. Good. I just haven't got the...
Okay, so I needed to wait for that voice line to trigger. Oh, right. I need to go to Wraithmarsh. Drowned Farm. I've had a stressful couple of weeks. I think it's okay for me to have forgotten a couple of details here and there. Well, refuse my A input, will you?
See, I told you throwing biscuits at them would just get them angrier. Yes, all right. Help! I don't want to die. Are they all gone? Thank you.
And these two also coincidentally are modeled after the co-creators Dean and Simon Carter.
The important thing is that it's all over. Well, not quite.
Even though they
Go on,
were kind of
tell her.
against the idea.
No, you tell her. The thing
I find
is,
these guys kind of
we
charming.
found this cave. We kind of accidentally released a pretty nasty banshee. It's probably tearing up Bloodstone by now, slaughtering everything in its path. You have to kill it, please, if Mother finds out. Yeah, that reminds me. We should really get back to Bowerstone. Yeah, once it's safe.
Ah. Okay. So when we get to Bloodstone here, we are going to be rushing ourselves to the dock that the Banshee is on. Hopefully there won't be anybody else on that dock. And in fact, I should probably turn safety off really quick just to make sure that doesn't become a problem. Doesn't seem like it will. Let's charge up level 5 Inferno here. We should be good. Perfect. Not perfect. NPCs blocking my way. Turn safety back on. Okay.
Ah, you're back! I've transformed your latest adventures into epic ballads that are sure to delight and astonish. I will now sing you my latest composition.
Okay. So, I actually needed to talk to pay that bard to sing a song for 2 reasons. 1, I still need more renown. 2, if you go back too quickly, there is a chance that the game just breaks itself when you go to turn this quest in. And that's not something we want to do. We want this game to be completely intact
You're back!
for that.
I've transformed your latest adventures into epic ballads that are sure to delight and astonish.
Okay.
I will now sing you my latest
And now we're going to wedge ourselves over here underneath the cutscene trigger for Mrs. Spade and her sons.
You're just like your father, always chasing some ridiculous adventure. Have you already forgotten how he died? Had that kraken grabbed him by his little legs, twirled him in the air like a baton and swallowed him whole?
But at least she managed to rescue
half a mind
mage.
Oh, I don't know yet, but you won't like it.
Hero was
A lifetime of worry I've had because of you two.
Of bandits who'd
They won't tell me
gone
what
and
happened.
hijacked
Did
the
they cause any
bridge.
trouble?
The people of Oakfield
There's
joined in the
something you're not
chorus.
telling
The best
My boys are
thankulations
safe,
came
and I
from a
didn't have to chase after them through a swamp. That's the main thing.
So I'm mashing A so I can vault out of that trophy animation as soon as possible. And now we are going to actually check our... We have enough renown, so we are going to... Excuse me, game. Go to Bloodstone, Waterfront.
Did start
And now I'm going to be kind of... I'm going to try this, and it's not going to work. But I'm still going to try it. So there is also another, like, I guess, lucky skip that you can get here. It doesn't save quite as much time as the guard door in the Spire does, but it does save a fair bit of time.
Looking for a...
So we'll see if I can manage to get it. What it amounts to is basically there is a chance that the I can pull up the menu to fast travel.
Well, hello there. Always a
Also,
nice
yes, this is
surprise
Stephen
to
Fry.
have
I'm not going to be talking about it.
I don't get many visitors to my little coastal paradise. You must be looking for someone, and who else could it be but me? A celebrity of your stature is bound to seek out fellow luminaries after all. Oh, come. You didn't think anyone could escape Lucien's spire and prance around my kingdom unnoticed, did you? I even know why you're here. No doubt you've heard of my astonishing abilities and expect me to join you in some half-cocked mission to take Lucien down. How am I doing so far?
It's like you've played the game before.
But... No, in a hurry. Well, deliver the seal over there to the Shadow Court in Wraithmarsh and we'll talk more. There. Just come back and see me when you've dropped it off at the Shadow Court. Catty bye.
Nope, I didn't get it.
The Shadow Court. It was they who destroyed Oakvale.
So, yeah, the lucky skip would be is, yeah, I could pull up the menu to fast travel. And skip that last line of dialogue from Reaver. And him shooting the person sculpting that sculpture. Alright, last Banshee of the run. Ads are up. Perfect. Now we are going places. And by places, I mean the Shadow Court. Spooky. What's gonna be happening in here? We're gonna be fighting. Hopefully expeditiously. Fighting a bunch of enemies. Shadow enemies, no less. Ow. Rude. Very rude game. Okay. I'm gonna get myself right into the middle-ish here. Charge up a level 5 Inferno. Release it. And then through the magic of having two controllers connected to the system, you're going to make this much more consistent. Hopefully faster. There we go. Unfortunately, some of the Shadow Hobbs had ran off. Cowardly buggers. Okay. There must still be another Balverine. Hello?
Please, help me. Me and some friends, we were reading from this really old book we found. It had all these strange words. Then there was this bright light, and I woke up here. Where are we? I'm so scared. I just want to go home.
Hello, not Theresa.
Welcome. 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 One of you carries the Dark Seal.
But
there are two. Only one is required. One will trade their youth and beauty so that the King of Thieves may retain his.
Yeah, so Reaver wanted to...
This is the bargain we honor.
A little bit of spoilers. Reaver was is actively trying to betray us.
We will take whoever bears the dark
and hand us over to Lucien.
You must choose.
After he tricks us into aging ourselves for him, giving him
Please,
our youth.
I just want to see my parents again.
And we are going to be doing that. Because believe it or not, it is faster.
Reaver has again fulfilled the bargain. But when the sacrifices stop, we will come for him. This he knows.
You are truly selfless. You sacrifice yourself for the sake of a stranger. Now Reaver must fulfill his part of your
waterfront. That was not where I wanted to go. That's okay. Can fix that. Lickety split. As soon as I load into the map. Because thankfully fast traveling within the same map, it doesn't take anywhere near as long to load. So, no. Yes. No. Thank you. And I'm almost wondering if it would have been faster for me to just run up the hill, but probably not. Probably not.
Once we have Reaver, your path leads straight to Lucien. There will be no going back.
Ooh, Barnum's taking his picture.
Finished. Now is your last opportunity to resolve it.
We're done.
And you're sure that it'll look like me?
Exactly like you, sir. In 3 months, the picture will be developerized and...
3 months? That's no good.
Dang.
Not as vivacious as you once were. Those judges can be a nuisance, can't they? You have my eternal...
And then this is where he would spill the beans about wanting to capture us and, deliver us to Lucien. But, wouldn't you know it, Lucien is attacking Bloodstone. Wouldn't you know it?
I recommend we flee down this rather handy escape tunnel.
I'd love to flee down this rather handy escape tunnel. It'd be nice if you would move a little bit faster, Reaver.
Smugglers built these tunnels ages ago. I don't think they've been used for about 300 years. Oh, no, wait a minute now. I came through here in...
If Lucien gets his hands on either of you, it's the end of everything.
Oh. Okay. Good night. Fellas, please.
Beauty, isn't she? Dragon Stomper 48.
Okay, that was a pretty fast escape. But yeah, my first run of this, if you can call it that. I didn't know you could just run through there.
Good to see you again. Hope you didn't miss too much.
Found it like a massacre.
Been quite a long time in that cave.
Far away, I hope. I don't know how much more killing I can stand. Balverines and bandits behind every rock and tree. And everyone I killed, 2 more take its place.
All quite fascinating. I'm touched. I'm also leaving.
Oh, yes. 3, 2, 1. And any other lurking nasties in the tunnel will now have a bit of a headache. Which means I've just saved us all. Aren't I nice? In a few moments, I'll be sailing away
Reaver,
to
the nicest guy on the face of
escape
the planet, right behind Serokaiba.
So, the way I see it, we're even. Toodaloo.
I don't think he's escaping on his escape ship.
Or not. Right. Well, glad to be.
Those gosh darn polygons.
Just never enough.
I see. I presume this sort of thing happens to you people on a regular basis.
Are there any more back there? Nope, we got them all. Wonderful. Okay.
Old Kingdom artifacts respond to the will.
And hopefully through the magic of having two controllers connected to the console, we can one cycle the Great Shard here. Oh god, please, camera.
Must be a way.
Hey Garth, why don't you shock it?
Unless that's it. Long sustained attack. It's the only way to bring it down.
It would be much more sporty if you would make it show us the dirty little...
Wonderful. Through the magic of having two controllers connected to the console, we were able to one cycle the Great Shard. That should save a little bit of time, actually, on the split. Just a little bit for all the, you know, 3 minutes I'll still be behind by.
You can't leave now. We need you.
Welcome, Reaver. Unless Lucien is defeated, you will lose your bargain with the shadows and your youth. Come with me.
Oh, this sounds like a barrel.
What are you doing, Doggo?
Blind, eh? I would have preferred mute.
That's okay, though. So yeah, believe it or not, that was the final boss of the game.
What exactly does Lucien want?
Aside from godlike power? That's a tough one.
No, that kind of power is a means, not an end. What does he want to do?
When I knew him, he wanted to resurrect his family. Probably still does. But give a beggar 1 million gold, he'll buy food until he's full. And then he realizes bread isn't the only thing for sale.
Now we can begin. Stand in the center. You represent that which binds the three together. Strength, skill, and will. Together you will call forth the great weapon that will defeat Lucien.
So now we just... do what exactly?
Hope y'all like white screens.
Bloody hell. That hurt.
I agree.
Well, I did enjoy making that pretty light with you, but with that done, what happens now?
I don't know. We crossed beyond the far edge of my knowledge when she stepped into the center.
Wait, where's Theresa?
Well, this can't be good.
Heroes. Enough power to build a new world, and you waste it trying to save the old one.
You're Lucien.
Open your eyes, Lucien. The ruins of the old kingdom are all around us.
And soon they will be buried under the new kingdom. And you're looking at the new king.
Pretender. Your fall will be hard indeed.
Deal still stands, Lord Lucien. King Lucien.
Oh, Reaver, will you shut it?
In fact, you can have these people for free.
And so I shall. And you as well.
Where is she?
Your fortune-telling friend?
What have you done to her?
I merely listened. I should have gone out into the dark and found your body that night. But I was hasty. I let the bloodline
Those of you who have played the
flourish.
game before, you know what's coming.
And
Those
you
of you who
have
haven't,
flourished.
avert your eyes, maybe mute the,
But this time is different.
game, the video
The
for like
last of the heroic blood will flow out onto
5
the
seconds.
top. Pitiful creature. Misguided and weak. The last time I killed you, it tore my heart out. Of course, you were only a child. But then, so was I.
Death is not your destiny today, little Sparrow.
See, what Lucien doesn't know is that we can't be killed, we can only be knocked out. Loading. Hum.
Come on, little Sparrow, wake up.
Rose is alive?
Mum and Dad have gone out. You've missed saying goodbye.
Mom and Dad.
Come on, get up. It's beautiful outside.
And
Come on.
the clouds are moving rather rapidly. I'm not comfortable with this. It's not comfy. No.
It's nothing.
This is all wrong.
Oh,
It's
come
all
on.
wrong.
Get back to bed. There's nothing fun to do here now.
Yeah, so instead of entertaining the idea of doing literally anything on this farm, this perfect farm, well, okay. We just go straight to the music box, which just teleported here from the beginning of the game, I guess.
Castle Fairfax looks so nice in the snow.
And now we get to look at Sparrow as she reflects on
If only we could live there.
the events of her life as she holds the music box in her hands.
Perhaps that could be arranged.
For centuries, this academy trained the most supremely gifted sons and daughters of Albion, bound together by the blood that flowed in their veins. Can you feel the power coursing through you?
Maybe getting kind of late here, so.
I could have stopped him.
if you need to take your meds,
Best Crucible in years.
I recommend doing so. If you need to get up and get a drink of water, pause the video, get up and do that. You need to grab a snack? Again, pause the video, or let it play out, you're not going to miss much. Either or.
You will make an excellent soldier. Dismissed.
The rules cannot be broken. We will take whoever bears the dark seal.
But oh dear, not as vivacious as you once were. Those judges can be a nuisance, can't they?
The last time I killed you, it tore my heart out. Of course, you're only a child. But then, so was I.
You have passed the test. Your rewards are the opportunity
Lucien,
to confront your
you
enemy
are as much of a kid
and the
as
means to destroy him.
you are as much of a kid as you were successful in killing me the first time. So I find your your statement to be a little bit flawed, baseless even. But also, you might notice I'm running like a normal person. How'd that happen? So,
Your power is astounding.
I guess I can explain how the Y pose helps throughout the run. It doesn't.
Yet your abilities
It's literally just something that Boko, Darklight Boko, has been doing for fun. And he's kind of made it his personal mission to get new people into doing it.
What is that? What are you doing?
Just because it's fun.
You think a mere trinket will save you? Do you think anything can? Stop. Think about what you're doing.
You could argue, though, that it does have a placebo effect in that, you know, you can better see your own position relative to, like, whatever sort of visual markers you want to use, I guess, or the direction you're facing in.
Oh, I thought it'd never shut up.
Lucien's dead. So, what happens now?
If he's still falling, that is going to be a hard fall. Garth was right.
It is time you gained your reward. Your gift for saving the world from a madman's selfish dream. The Spire has awakened, and it still has the power to grant one wish. Yours. Come. Take my hand.
It's all right, little Sparrow. Don't be afraid.
You stand in the heart of the Spire, as the Archon of the Old Kingdom did thousands of years ago. Now it is your turn. Make a wish, but choose wisely, for it will affect all of Albion.
Okay.
Sacrifice. You may choose to revive all those who died in the Spire's making. It is a selfless gift. Your only reward will be the gratitude of Albion. Love. Those dearest to you, even your faithful dog, will be restored to life. But their lives come at the cost of the countless innocents who died in building the Spire. Or wealth. More gold than you can imagine to spend on whatever pleases you. But any you loved, and all the Spire's prisoners will remain dead.
So you remember when I said after the Crucible that we need to be evil for the run, for the end of the run?
What will you choose?
Well, this is part of it.
So
Sorry.
When you return to land, You will find
if you're
wealth
expecting me to
beyond
rest the
measure of
dog, I'm
land.
sorry.
And those who might
That could be a
declare you
donation
selfish or
incentive.
callous will be able to do little, but bemoan
That
their
final
losses
choice could
and
very well be a
seize with
donation
envy.
incentive. But, you know,
We heard everything.
the difference
Yes,
between
a wish
the
was
three
made, and the
choices.
world will bear its consequences.
Excellent choice. I've done the
Assuming your alignment is consistent,
Reaver agrees with your choice.
it
Is that
goes
how low you
sacrifice is the slowest
sunk? All the dreadful things you've done, I figured
by like
whatever it takes to get
20
Lucien,
seconds
so
or
be
something
it.
like that.
But this,
Love
know
is
what?
slower by like
I pity
3 or
you.
4, and then
Yes,
choosing wealth
yes, but on to more important
while also being
matters.
able
What
to
about
simply
me?
just the
What do
fastest
I
way.
get?
Because
Cash would be nice.
That is up to you.
yeah, that
I
affects the
can
little
send you anywhere from here.
dialogue here between
What do you
the
wish?
3 heroes
I wish to return home to Samarkand.
up to a point, and then you get this part of the cutscene,
Nights, exotic
and
substances,
then a little bit later, when it's just Hammer left,
It's nothing
waiting
like
to be
that.
teleported away.
Trust me, I'll find the exciting bits.
Fine, but stay out of my way. Hammer?
Hammer will have
No, I'm done.
lines of dialogue
I
that are
know
based
why
on
we
your
got attacked
alignment.
in the cave the day we met.
So,
You brought those hollow men in with you. 2 monks would have found nothing. But a warrior finds battle, always. I want to go north. Study with those warrior monks. I was so sick of avoiding violence. Now I'm sick of causing it.
Goodbye, hero. I simply can't thank you enough for dragging me into this mess. Oh, I should tell you, I do have to make the occasional sojourn back to Albion. I have an
you're welcome. Just don't be
obligation to
a
some
jerk in
friends
the
and
next game, too. Oh. Of course.
I had my doubts
It's
about
Reaver.
you at
He's going to be a
first.
jerk.
But I'm glad we met.
He's...
And we shall meet again.
Yeah. Not a nice guy.
You can
Very,
count on
very unsavory. Very not good guy.
Guess I'll leave Albion to you.
Definitely
Not
after.
like I can do anything about it.
Definitely
You did some
looking out for his own
amazing
self.
things. Shame about all the rotten stuff.
Didn't used to be that way.
I guess
but
this will be our last goodbye. Take care of yourself.
Farewell, Hammer. And now it is time for you to leave. The world is yours to enjoy. But the spire is mine. Begone.
And time. So yeah, that is Fable II Unpatched Any Percent. It's definitely one of the runs of all time. Honestly, I don't know why it took me so long to actually get into the run. It's honestly pretty flipping fun, all things considered. Like, cause okay, so one of my favorite things about the Fable 1 runs, unironically, is just how overpowered you just get by the end of them. And how easy it is to just become absurdly OP. And this is even it's still reflected, I guess, in the current patch routes and, you know, like glitchless and what do you call it? Just regular old any percent, even in current patch. But you know, you get to be pretty overpowered in terms of like your damage output and the things that you can do, and then yeah, you just have fun. That's part of what's drawn me to Fable for so long, I guess. I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but yeah, this run has grown on me quite a lot in the past couple of months. It's fun. I like it. It's got its quirks, it's got its problems, sure, but you know, what run doesn't have its problems? What game? None. I don't think there's going to be. I'd say I don't think there's going to be a perfect run with this game at any point. You could say that about a lot of games, but you know, yeah. that's kind of the goal of speedrunning, though, isn't it? It's just to get the perfect time. It's kind of like yeah. You can always climb higher and higher. The sky is the limit. But, anyway. I am going to limit how much more I'm going to be recording. By hitting the stop.
Closing time for all shops.
Thank you, Town Crier. Yeah. That's Fable II Unpatched 20%. Of course, done with the magic of having 2 controllers connected to the console. Although, I guess I probably should have explained a little bit more about the Player 2 thing, because, yeah, so when you have a second controller plugged in to your console, you can actually hit start on the second controller to summon a second player unit. And you, basically have... Normally, if you're not just mashing A like we are in a speedrun, we can, you know, choose from a set of templates, basically. Neutral, good, evil, male and female. We can choose what their weapon type is. I believe it's steel quality? I want to say? Let me see here. That looks like steel. That doesn't look like a master flintlock or whichever type of gun that is. I think it's flintlock. Yeah, that's flintlock. That's not a master, I don't think. Is that? I cannot tell for the life of me. But anyway, yeah, you basically spawn in a duplicate of yourself because you have access to everything you saw, I'm sure, but you know, you have access to everything, nearly everything that Player 1 does, as far as legitimate upgrades go. And then, yeah, that's basically what the dealio is with using the second player as myself. So yeah, and yeah, the game actually doesn't rebalance itself around having 2 players active, so it's kind of busted. Especially in the Crucible, because the excitement meter in the Crucible is lowered whenever you take damage, but this is not the case for Player 2. It can increase when, you know, Player 2 kills enemies, but it doesn't decrease when they take damage. So that is something kind of neat. Just another way that Player 2 is kind of broken. That, and you can also do some out-of-bounds shenanigans with the Player 2 summoning stuff, but that's outside of my expertise. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. If you enjoyed, yeah, do let me know. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and as far as any marathon peeps are concerned, thank you for your consideration.